tried to wait and take some time to make the right response and the right statements to the shooting last week of Donald Trump at his rally in Butler, Pennsylvania. I know that people want to make this about both sidesism and that like both sides are violent and like we need to tone this down, and that's that dumbed down left, the dumbed down people in society, as well as Republicans taking advantage of the dumbed down people out here who are just like, why is everything so serious? Because one side wants to get rid of all of the hard fought things we've tried to get. One side wants to make it actually easier to fire people whose job it is to keep the government going. Shouldn't be political. One side wants to ban pornography. One side wants to make this country into autocracy. That's the problem. Trump has been a balkanizing element from day one, and he's been a person that has engaged in language of violence. Like all this stuff about, like, I guess Biden said something about putting Trump in a bullseye. Like, it doesn't mean, that doesn't mean anything to me. My grandfather was alive. We used to watch the Trump rallies and watch Trump, talking about take him out of here and people getting beat up at his rallies and talking about I'll pay your bail. So Trump's been engaging in this language of violence for a long, long time. Okay? So all this bullshit is though Trump is like Mother Teresa 2.0 and it did some nutball just blew him away. I don't buy it. When I seen it, when I heard about it, the first thing I thought about was George Wallace. I watched his documentary on his life over my time off. I watched it Sunday Monday, and George Wallace was the governor of Alabama. Stood in the schoolhouse, refused to integrate. He said, "Segregation now, segregation forever." And as he got older, he acknowledged racism was wrong. He felt bad. He got shot. He ended up getting shot. He survived. He ran for president. He got shot. And my thing is just that when you play this game with nutballs, with crazy people, I don't just mean low intelligence, I mean crazy people. And then you play this game of like, COVID isn't real, but I created the vaccine, so I should get points for it, and altering weather maps and which is that's creating an emergency that didn't exist. When you do this kind of stuff and you play with crazy people, this is what happens. And I know it's wrong. Political violence is wrong because this isn't the kind of world I want to build. This isn't the kind of world I want kids to grow up in if I had children. Political violence is wrong, and we all know that they want violence anyway. They're the school shooters anyway. I just feel that shouldn't distract from all the things they've been trying to do and are doing as far as 2025 and the rhetoric Trump has used over and over again. And I think it's laughable. I get it. I never thought I'd get to the point where my grandparents, everything is, I go back to God. He gets shot by a Republican. He gets shot by a guy that everybody they speak to is talking about he had Trump posters, Trump signs everywhere, and he was not, like everybody knew he was like this. And, what did Trump say? Move on after one of the mass shootings, I'm going to move on. That's how I feel here. I thought about, remember Alan West, the military guy, he ran for president, real conservative, talking about, black people should shut up, talking about racism and all this stuff. His wife got pulled over by Dallas police. And she ended up getting arrested for DUI, even though the breathalyzer said 00. She wasn't drunk. Arrested her anyway. And Alan West came out here, oh, it's racist. It's racist. It's racist. And no black people cared. That's the spirit I have with Trump. You created this world. You played this game. I guess it benefited you. And now the chickens, what did Malcolm say? What did Brother Malcolm say? The chickens have come home to roost. The spirit I have with it. Nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with anybody I care about or anything. And you know, it's crazy. We've been watching Pence, other people, Giuliani, Sidney Powell, they're all facing consequences. Flynn, Bannon's going to jail finally. You know, Manafort, he went to jail. Stone, like they're all facing consequences. Alina Habba been suspended by the end of her law career. Giuliani got I think got license suspended in New York. I love it. Might have been DC, one of the two. I love it. I think it's been suspended in both, actually, if I'm not mistaken. John Durham lost a law license. Like we've watched all these high, big shot white folks face consequences for lying. They're all facing consequences in their own ways. Giuliani being sued for alimony by his wife. You see him out here with no security. He's broke. That's how rich white when rich white folks operate, it's everything they have that's worth a lot. They're supposed to show you, I got money. Things will go as favor. That's how they do. You see Giuliani out here walking around no security, bruh. That's bad. That ain't like me. That's bad. That means he's broke. I have fiddling with his phone and nah, bro. I just think the other lawsuits that have happened. It's just beautiful to see that nobody come out of Trump and is successful. None of them are doing good. None of them. And we've Pence almost wound up in a noose. And we've seen him face consequences. And this is the first time we've seen Trump face a real consequence of speaking to just brain dead morons. Hillary was right. She was right. It wasn't right what she said. But she was right. Every day I see that more and more that she was right. I just think that Trump, he made this bed. He made a bed of violence. He made going to the Capitol on field of combat and other. You made this bed. Now you gotta sleep in it.